Do you ever feel like God's not answering your prayers? Like you've been contending for things and believing Him for things and praying for things and you're just not seeing the needle move at all? Let me let you in on a little secret. Sometimes the problem is not God, it's us. Let me give you an example. I have been praying for quite a while now for financial breakthrough. About 2 years ago, God told me that He wanted me to work on my finances. And so I did. I had developed some bad habits over the years, and I broke those habits, and I really started working on stewarding my money well. So I did a deep dive. I started studying biblical financial principles. I started learning about how God wants us to be prosperous so that we can bless others. I was regularly tithing, regularly giving, regularly putting seed in the ground. So I got to a point where I was like, okay, God, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next step. I'm ready for the breakthrough. I know how to handle the money now. And I have been praying that prayer for nearly 6 months now. And it's not that I don't have enough. I do. It's just that I feel like I could do so much more good with more money. So yesterday I was just kind of like, okay, God, what gives? I have been praying for this. I have been contending for this. I've been stewarding my money well. I have been giving. I know I've got seed in the ground. So why am I not seeing these biblical principles come to pass in my life? And He kind of convicted me, and He was like, girl, I have given you 4 different ideas for devotionals that you could write, and you have not followed through on a single one of them. See, I had been expecting for a check to show up in my mailbox, like that's the testimony you hear all the time. A check just showed up in my mailbox, the exact amount I needed at the exact right time. I've heard that so many times, but He was not just trying to give me a one-off blessing. He's trying to give me a sustainable way to live. It reminds me of that old saying, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. We've got to stop praying for fish. We've got to stop praying for a Band-Aid solution to our problems that will then stress us out the next day. We've got to start seeking the sustainable blessings that God wants to teach us. So the next time you're in prayer, I would encourage you to stop praying for fish. Pray for Him to teach you how to fish. Pray for the strategies to get to the blessing that you're contending for. If you want to dive a little deeper into subjects like this one, I do have a podcast. Season 1 is already out. Season 2 launches Tuesday. You can find it in my profile.